Okay, Bacho. We are starting the new chapter today, that is the production of goods and services. I'm starting this chapter with the basic definition of the transformation process. What we call transformation process. Transformation process is basically conversion of raw material into finished goods. It's conversion of raw material into finished goods. For this conversion of raw material into finished goods, I have made a diagram in front of you. We use some inputs. These inputs are land, labor, capital, enterprise. We use some raw material, we use some labor, we use some capital, and of course the business skills. We, we apply the production process, that is called transformation process on that. The transformation process is associated with a few terms: efficiency, effectiveness, productivity, that we are going to later study in this chapter. The transformation process converts these raw materials that are written form of land into the output. Raw materials into the output. That output might be goods, goods that can be work in process, like half manufactured goods that can be used by other business or the same business for further manufacturing of goods, and goods that can be finished goods that can be used by consumer for not for resale purpose and for the use. The similar transformation process can produce some services. The services that does not require any raw material, but again they require all other FOPs like land, labor, capital, and the other FOPs like labor, capital, and enterprise. This process is called transformation process. Okay, this process is done by a department inside the business. That department is called operations department. Operations department, the basic role of operation department is the transformation, to take the inputs and change them into the output. What is the basic role? Take the inputs and change into the outputs. This is the basic role. Okay. But the operation managers involve number of other tasks too. For example, in the operations department, there might be a factory manager or a production manager that is responsible for the quantity and quality of products coming off the production line. That is responsible for quantity and quality of goods coming out of production line. Then we have a purchase manager. Who is responsible for providing the material, components, and equipments. I was saying the second manager is purchase manager, who is responsible for providing equipments, raw material, and components. Then we have R&D manager, research and development managers. That R&D and research and development manager is responsible for the designing and testing of new products. for designing and testing of new products. So this was the brief introduction of the operations department and what it does.